I'm the only one who can do this, Dean. No, you're not the one who's gonna do this. Right, that's right. I forgot. The angels think it's you.
You don't think I can?
No, you can't. You're not strong enough.
Then who the hell are you?
I'm being practical here.
For those who know me, know that I'm extremely superstitious when it comes to a few things, and one of those is, and this is probably something that a lot of actors share, is like, we don't talk about auditions until we got the role.
100%.
That's that's something people who aren't in the industry may not understand, but it is just simply something that it's an unwritten rule that you don't talk about shit until it's a done deal, until the ink is dried. And this was my first venture into producing and creating content. And I didn't want to jinx it at any cost. So I shut up.
Divulge any information to anybody.
So I shut up about it. Only the people that had to know knew. And I wasn't trying to keep it a secret for any other purpose other than superstition.
Right.
I'm like, if I don't talk about it, I got a better chance of this happening.
You're right.
And
you should do that more often.
And I definitely had people that I was, excited to tell. Jared being number one on that list. Mom being number two. Sorry, Mom. And then it was getting close to getting to the point where it was like, oh, this is really happening. The network, the studio had signed off on it. Now the network was getting involved. We still didn't have a script. In fact, we just got the script last week.
Wow.
So this was back in February or something. So it was very early on. I mean, we had a concept essentially. And, when you start getting studio and you start getting network involved, you start getting a lot of people, a lot of eyes and a lot of ears. There's assistants, there's, publicists, there's executives, and people talk. And it got out, and, Deadline they've got moles everywhere. So they dropped, I'm on set in Toronto and I get a phone call that they're like, hey, Deadline caught wind of it and they're throwing something out this afternoon. I was like, what? So I quickly had to write up a little something, and I'm getting called from network, and I'm getting called from studio, head of PR at Warner Brothers, and I'm getting called from my agent and manager and everybody, and I'm running back and forth to set, and I'm on a new set, and they don't do cell phones on this set,
right? Which
is just something that
I like that.
I do too. I had no problem with it, and they also stay on set, right? So they sit there all day long, the actors, and they stay off the social media and the phones and stuff. So if you need to make a phone call or you need to check something, you got to go back out to the trailers, which isn't.
Sometimes they're far.
Sometimes they're far, but it's also, it's slightly frowned upon.
Right.
And I'm the new guy and I don't want to ruffle feathers. I'm a guest in these people's house. So
right. I'm
going to play by their rules. So I go back and I look at my phone and I'm trying to come up with a little blurb that I can send out to, hey, we're Deadline, boom, excited. All the while, not even thinking oh shit, I haven't told A, B, C, D, E, or,
right.
I haven't and that was something that I was going to be excited to do.
Right.
But again, I'm scrambling. Network's calling me hey, you got to, throw something out there. So I did. And I'm like, boom, okay, there it goes. And I run back onto set. And now I'm working. Now that's out of mind because I've got to be present in the scene that I'm doing. So I'm not even thinking about it. And I get back out to my trailer at a certain point to check and make sure that, that went okay. And it was emails of congratulations, text message of congratulations. And then it all just kind of turned south. I was and I had a long text from Jared and he was really bummed out. And I just remember my heart just sank. I was just fuck.
Because he tweeted something, right?
Well, that kind of,
he's like, this is news to me. No one even told me this.
Right. Yeah. In hindsight, like that could have been a step that was avoided, but he did it, and it happened, and we dealt with it. And he and I were great. Like, I mean, that was
right.
I wish
Your brothers.
I wished he had just called me and said, "Yo, dude, why didn't you tell me you're doing this?" And I would have been like, "Oh, okay, yes, I've been on work. I've been working, and this has been happening, and it's way early in the process. It's not even a done deal. We don't even have an outline. I just didn't want to talk about it or tell people and jinx it." And he totally got it, and he's understood, and he was like, I probably shouldn't have done that tweet.
Right.
He's like, I was surrounded by people, and it was late night, and had a few drinks, and I kind of lashed out, and I got it. I was like, yeah, look, man, I don't. Your feelings are valid.
Yeah,
your feelings are totally valid, and I messed up. I should have told you. I should have at least clued you in before the world found out, and that's on me.
Look, my whole life, you take the wheel, you call the shots, and I trust you because you are my brother. Now, I'm asking you, for once, trust me.
No.
Really is a story about two brothers, and about two brothers that love each other and ultimately will do anything for each other.
So you and me versus every soul in hell.
There's really one person that really gets it on a level that I get it, and that's Jared.
I like those odds.
Good night, love.
Sweet dreams, Sam.
Sammy, you're my favorite.
Does this mean I have demon blood in me?
That's you.
I wanted to know, after the recent tweet that was sent out on the Winchesters, the prequel, it shows Jared as the executive producer.
That was a surprise! Who was that? Was that it was a Hollywood Reporter?
So Deadline,
They got the
They just got it.
independence,
Yeah.
and Winchester's kind of mixed up.
They put it in and they don't do a lot of retractions. I'm not EP on Winchesters. I'm EP on the walkthrough. But yeah, it's one of those things where an outlet, man, this is one of the, like, damn internet, you know, like something gets posted and then somebody else kind of just assumes something and writes it and then it reaches a million people. And you're like, nah, that's not what the intention was. That's not what anybody said.
Little fairy! What do you want, you fairy? Huh? Huh? Fairy! Oh, God, no. I'm just kidding.
Well, it's kind of what the climate that we're living in, just from news in any capacity, outlets.
It's like a telephone game, but for millions of people to look at.
Well, but a lot of times, and that, you know, this is not to go down this kind of this argument, but a lot of news outlets, regardless of, you know, entertainment news or actual news, they're very quick to headline things that are that might get clicks. And not a lot of people pay attention to the retractions. When they're like, oh, we actually got that right, we should probably say, actually, never mind. It's already out there, it's already surfaced, it's already, I mean, in a large capacity. And I think we've seen this happen across the board.
We'll find out like hours later because they're sort of like, hey, they're gonna announce this today. And you're like, all right. And then you go to work or you hang with your family and then they put out whatever they put out and then tens or hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of people read it and you find out 8 hours later they read something that wasn't accurate and you're like, what do I do here? Because I don't want to, like, there's no way I can reach everybody with a retraction.
Yeah, you know the whole thing, don't believe everything you read on the internet? It could not be more true.
I read that on the internet.
Wanting something more. I never wanted this for you boys. This life, not really.
We turned out okay.
You did, didn't you? But that was on you boys. You did that, not me.
Oh, you played your part.
I did my best, anyway. For what it was worth.
Hey, where the hell am I?
Jaybird's Diner.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, City and State.
Lawrence, Kansas.
Lawrence.
Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah. Tough night.
Hey, coffee here, Reg? John Winchester. Thanks.
Dean Van Halen. And thank you.
I've never spent as much time with another human being as I have with Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of dynamics between the two brothers. There's a lot of history between them. There's a lot of banter between them, and it's good stuff.
He will be my friend and brother forever, and I know that.
Singer and Cookie, FBI.
That's why I wanted to drag us out here. That's why I wanted to work the case, to save lives.
can't do this alone.
Yes, you can.
Well, I don't want to.
I can't do this alone.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to.
I believe in us, Dean. I believe in us. Hey. Why don't you believe in us too? Okay, sir. Let's go home. What? Let's go home. But I do believe in us.
Thanks for watching Wayward Winchester. Subscribe for more awesome Wayward content. Till next time, as always, no chick flick moments. Peace.